When I first started thinking about social justice and music education, the first thing that came to mind was my friend Rachel's experience with symphonic choir's performance of Orff's Carmina Burana, which is mentioned in the Abrahams article as being composed for leaders of the Nazi regime. And I decided that I would interview her about her experience with this.
So what was your initial reaction when you found out that symphonic choir was going to sing Carl Orff's Carmina Burana last spring?
Well, honestly, I wasn't surprised because Carmina Burana is a very famous piece of music and it's in the standard choral repertoire. So, I knew that Westminster Symphonic Choir performs it on a regular basis. However, I didn't feel that it was necessarily the right thing for me to be a part of that.
Okay. How did you approach the conductor about your discomfort?
Well, the first thing I did was I went up to our director, Joe Miller, and I told him that I didn't feel comfortable singing it as a Jewish person. And initially he was really confused, and I think it was because it had never even occurred to him that singing a piece that was championed by the Nazi Party would be a source of discomfort for some people, because he honestly just didn't understand why I didn't want to sing it. So we met later in his office and we had a separate meeting and we talked about it. And once I told him that that was the reason why I was uncomfortable, we sat down and we designed an alternative plan where I came up with another project and I did something else instead.
Okay, did you feel that the alternative project was as fulfilling as a full choral experience would have been?
Well, it was very different, and obviously it wasn't comparable to the choral experience, but what I designed for myself was definitely a meaningful project for me.
I student taught in the fall, so I had the opportunity to conduct on the winter concert at the end of the semester. I remember talking to my cooperating teacher about what kinds of music we were going to program. Since it really was a holiday concert, he mentioned that most of the music that is written for this period of the year is Christmas music. And I asked if we were going to include anything for the Jewish community, and he said that yes, he usually programs one piece of Hanukkah music. So I grabbed my stack of music from Dr. Abraham's Hanukkah choir that I did in 2009, and I had this wealth of resources to pick from, and so I picked a song called Light One Candle. The thing is that once I started teaching it, I realized that not everybody knew what the song was about. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Who are the Maccabee children? So I did a little mini lesson at the beginning of one of the chorus classes that I incorporated a video that I'm about to show you into. And it was a fun way to kind of get the students aware of Hanukkah and the fact that it's not just Christmas this time of year, which some of them clearly know because they're Jewish or Muslim or whatever, but in any case, this I think was a really good way to incorporate different cultures into the music classroom. So I'll just show you a short clip from the video so that you can get a little insight into the lesson that I taught.
I'll tell a tale, yeah. Of Maccabees in Israel, yeah. When the Greeks tried to sail, yeah. But it was all to no avail, yeah. The war went on and on and on until the mighty Greeks were gone.
So I guess what I'm trying to get at is that there are small ways that we can fight the instances of cultural imperialism that appear in the classroom, in the music classroom. And hopefully we can eliminate things such as powerlessness, exploitation, marginalization, and violence. And, by programming a Hanukkah piece, we've hopefully eliminated the Christian hegemony that seems to have a hold over the holiday season in this country. So instead of only doing Christmas music, we didn't neglect to include Hanukkah music, which I think is a great thing. The other thing is I did a 12 bar blues lesson that actually was out of my comfort zone, and I basically was catering to students in the class who liked to rap. So I went from 12 bar blues to create your own composition with a really easy online website to put a rap over this composition, which really catered to my students' needs, and also I was forced to improvise, which is really scary for me. But it gave my students the chance to really do something that they could relate to,